Alright, so guys, I'm going to show you how I paint my Space Marines in Dark Angels colour scheme. I've got math done, so I'm just going to finish this librarian off. I thought I'd finish him off and show you how I've done the cape and the leather on his armour, and then I'd finish him off on the camera. I ain't got a lot left on him to do, so I'm going to show you how I've done it. Alright, so with an airgun, I got Caliban green and sprayed the whole model in the Caliban green, and then after that I got a warp stone glow, and I got well, I use a makeup brush, but you could always use, I don't know, like Citadel's dry brush, or I don't know, any type of dry brush you use, and I dry brushed the whole model with warp stone glow to get the thing. Then I used a bad and black, watered it down, got a really thin brush, and in the recesses, like here, in the recesses like here, I did it, I got the black in there and under there between the armor panels, and in his little mask he has them little air vents. I did him inside there, and then once that was finished, I got mute green for the brightest highlight, got the same thin brush, and I went around to the cape, did all the edges on him, all the edges, and then on the cape I like stippled on, like went stipple on and like that, to get the effect of the light hitting the raised edges. And what I did when the cape was down, I also had the black, got like a small brush, but it's a bit bigger, as you can see, and I just went inside the recesses, darkened the right at the bottom parts to get it all finished there. And then I got, I think it was, yeah, Rhinox hide, thinned it down a bit, and all the leather bits, like the gauntlets, the belt, the straps there, and his chest piece, his Under Armour chest piece there, his pistol holster, book, and the straps at the back here in Rhinox hide. And then once all that was dry, I got Moran Fang brown, and with this I highlighted all the edges and the raised points on the the raised points and all the edges in this brown. And then after that, once all that was dry, I got, I think it was Acadian flesh tone, just to highlight the top raised edges, just to get it so the light was reflecting off the leather. I left all the underside as a darker brown, so you could see and realize that. And then so with the sword, I got lead belcher, and with that I did the blade. Once it focuses on the sword, did the blade on the sword with a lead belcher. I also did this with a brown, and I got a bit of green on the gold, so I only go over the gold, and then after that I put a null and oil shade on it, mainly in there, and then I highlight the edges with some more red vulture, and then I'm gonna get a a blue maybe, and hit the top of that symbol on his sword on both sides. But I'm going to show you how I'll do the rest, like the keys, the I forgot the name, like these parts, his shoulder pad, and the back of him in here. So let's do that. Alright, so I am gonna, for the shoulder pad, for the type of Dark Angels I'm doing, I would get I can't really pronounce this, but this bone here, and I would put it on my palette. As this is a layer paint, it will take 2 or 3 coats before it properly covers the shoulder pad. But then I'd grab a decently small brush, not too big, otherwise you might get it onto the green, and you won't really want that. So with this, I would just get in to the shoulder pad, just like that. And as I was saying, this will take 2, maybe 3 coats, as this bone is a layer paint, but make sure you do leave it to dry properly, otherwise you'll get it thicker on some places and some places different. So I'll be back once I have done that. I've now completed the shoulder pad. I think it took me 3 coats just to get it so you can't see through it out. And I think next I'll do these vents. I cannot remember if they're yellow or silver, so I'm gonna double check and I'll be back with you guys. After checking, they are yellow, so I am gonna base them in Corax white. As well as I do these tubings, I will do these wavy things. So with that, I am gonna put some white on my palette, just to thin it down a bit more. Then I'm gonna use the same brush I just did and just coat the tubing in white, as well as the talisman things. So I will be back once I have finished that. Right, now I have finished the white on the tubing, and I can't remember the name still, but these here. Also, I did the tubing here, at least from the arm here to the back, as that would be yellow as well. So I will be doing this in a contrast paint. Iodine yellow. I think I'm pronouncing it right. If I'm not, I am sorry. But you would want just to use this straight from the pot, as it is quite watered down already. So you only want just a little bit on your brush, and then just onto the tubes here. I got a bit of white on the green there, but I think I'll be doing that a metallic colour once I get back to it. This one here as well. Right. But after this contrast yellow is on, and I finish with the yellow, I will go to, I would get the nulling oil and put it on the talismans, as I will show you in a second. Right. So with that, I'll wash my brush, I do normal, and then what I'm gonna do is grab my nulling oil, give it a good shake, and with this nulling oil, I am gonna put it straight from the pot onto just the talismans. That's all you want it on, just the talismans. So these here, and this will darken it up a bit. You can put it as light or heavy as you want. I want it quite dark, so I'm going to put it like just like that. Actually, just soak this up a bit. Alright, that's better. Then do that on all the sides, as I would like the back of it just a bit darker, and this one here that is covered a bit by that one, just a tad bit darker, just like that. And then this one, I want the tops of it to be darker than the bottom, as I was saying, I didn't see it was off camera, but I want the back of this to be darker because it's covered by that. I want the tops to be darker than the bottoms because of the talisman type things. I didn't do that yellow shit. Alright. Then I want the front part to be decently light, but still got the dark in it. Alright. Then, with that, I need to go back to my yellow and do that bit of yellow I had missed. But if you think I could improve on anything that you could think of, then just put it in the comments. I will respond to them, read them, and all sorts. But with that, you've got that. And I always like my shoulder pads on my Dark Angels to be darker. So with that, I'd get Ryclin Flesh Shade, give it a shake, and with this, take it and I would put it onto the shoulder pad, just like so. Make sure I like to put it as darker as I can in the corner, like just like that. Like it darker in the corner and lighter in the middle, to show that there's like, to try create the effect that there is light reflecting off the middle part of it. Then with this like this, I would probably get the silver back out and do the parts in the book there, and I'll show you when I get it out. So get the silver, put some on your palette, as this is a metallic paint. After you had finished, I would recommend changing your paint water around so it doesn't cross-contaminate any type of other paints you're going to use. So with this, I will look around and look for different parts, like the belt buckle here, just a belt buckle, these parts here on the straps, the gun handle there, that skull parts on the buckle and the extra bits on the book. Look on here and make sure there's no green on it. These vents and the vents there, just them bits, so not on the outside, just these bits here, as I don't like the bits on the outside, like I say, green. But and then also these keys here, make them silver as well. So I'll be back once I have finished that. So I had finished the silver on the buckles and the straps and all the books and that here. And then I realised I forgot about this talisman coming out the book. So I quickly did that in white, and then I was going to grab the Nolan oil again, and while I talk to you, I will do this talisman. Alright, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Retributor armor out and do the gold parts on him. But for now I'm just going to quickly do this. And also I will be probably doing a video once I have the Leviathan box set that came out on pre-order on the 10th. I think I'll be doing videos on how I will do my Highfalutin Leviathan Tyranids, as well as the Dark Angels, Space Marines, the Terminators and the Terminator Captain, and maybe the Ballistic Dreadnought and that. But I can't wait, because my main faction is Tyranids. And also, if you didn't know, Warhammer on Instagram is doing a giveaway for their 500,000 followers they reached. So if you didn't know about that, go sign up for the giveaway. How would you do it is you would comment, like the post and comment on it. What would you comment something on the post, and then that will put you in for the giveaway. Just make sure you do put yourself in, because that Tyranid is one of the nicest models I have seen. So make sure you put your names down and that. So with the Retributor armor, I am gonna do the talisman here. This is the iconography for the librarian. Skull with the horns, like that. Also, I'm gonna do the back of this handle again that I accidentally hit with the green. Also, just if you look on the back, he has another icon just on the backpack here. So make sure you hit that as well. Is there anything else on it? Yep, on his gauntlets he has a symbol on there as well. On both ones, so make sure you hit them with the gold as well. I think that is it. Then also I did on top of his head he has a helmet. This piece that covers his helmet here, and with that there's 3 little white dots, and I'm going to do them in a very vibrant green. Green I'm going to use is a technical paint, Tesseract Glow. This is something you'd use on the Necrons or something for their green glow they have. So it seems it's a technical, and if you look at the colour at the top, it's a really light green, and if you look at the bottom, it does go a dark green. Well, not too dark, more like just a mid-tone of these two. But make sure you give it a good shake. Then, with that, when you straight out the pot, just get a little bit on your brush. You only need a little bit on it. Go to these little parts and do them in a light this green. And if you don't have the Tesseract Glow, you could always build the effect up as, you could use the Caliban green, then this, and then a bit of the moot green, and then maybe a white dot to show the theme that it might be glowing. But I'm gonna stay with just a Tesseract Glow. Then also, with all the talismans are now dry, I would say, yeah, they're all dry now. I would highlight them with a white, just an edge highlight, nothing special, just a quick bit on the, just a bit on the edge. And there's some raised edges there. Make sure you hit them, make sure you get them like that, so you can see the raised edges and the darker parts of that. Same on the back. I want to just hit the raised edges, really, to show the effect. Just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some more white on my brush, and with the sword it has this iconography that would normally be gold, but I'm going to paint it just a white for now. Just remember, this sword has this icon on both sides. Make sure you hit the both. Alright, with that, as that dries, I will just have a double check around the model to make sure you have got everything. And as that white dries, I will go around with Nulling Oil and hit all the gold parts that I have done with Nulling Oil. Go around and hit all the gold parts. This will darken it all down, as it won't show the darkness of, or the brightness of the gold reflecting. And it will show the depth the gold would have. Alright, with that, I will, I'm gonna quickly grab a nice vibrant blue to go over top of the white, so I'll be back once I have that. So I have got the technical oxide paint. You would normally use this on something like eroded copper or gold, but I'm gonna try it out, see what it looks like on the white, and hopefully it's gonna look quite good, because I usually use the blue. I would have normally probably done it in gold. Just gonna try out, see what it's like. So just a quick keep messing up, but with a bit of patience you will hit the right edges. To not mess up like I just did, make sure you don't put too much on your brush, otherwise it will get everywhere. Then you could say your librarian could be done here, but you could also, I don't know, as how I did the skin inside his helmet is I got a white. With the white I got a Rykard flesh shade and dimmed it down so it looks like a skin shade. Then I put some nulling oil in there to make sure it's like shaded further back in the hood, as you would see. But I would say your Dark Angel's librarian could be finished here. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.